Kaycee Brown opens up on music breakthroughs and viral success. Emerging Afrobeats and Afro R&B singer Kingsley Solomon, popularly known as Kaycee Brown, in an interview with HipTV, has reflected on his music, rise to fame in school, and sacrifices he made to fully pursue a career in music. Reflecting on the recognition he gained as an undergraduate student of Delta State University through his song Stand Up, Kaycee Brown said the experience gave him confidence and made him realize people connected deeply with his music.
It felt surreal because at the time I'd always wanted to be a musician, but what I did was I was always singing in the hostel, just singing out loud, singing out. And someone heard me, I was like, yo, I want to do something, can you come and help me? And that was the first time I entered the studio. And that was the first time I heard my voice back, like played to me, and it felt magical.
Speaking about his breakthrough moment during the COVID-19 pandemic, the singer recalled winning a competition hosted by Stefflon Don with his song Desire.
Okay, so Stefflon Don was a very interesting time in my life because that was during the pandemic and there were thousands of people every time going into the, into the live. And I just auditioned, I was like, let me just try. I had just released a song called Desire at the time and I wanted to just sing it out, let me see what will happen. So I was with my guitar, waiting and I sang the song and everybody loved it. And then there was someone that came after me, I'll never forget. She had this beautiful voice, she sang a Whitney Houston song. And in my mind, I was like, there's no way. And then they did the polling and everything, and I won. And it was beautiful to me because immediately that happened while I was singing. People were going to go and find my name, going to go and find the song, going to go and find all the information about me. I'd never seen that happen in real time before. So that was my first time like being on the receiving end of a semi-viral moment. So like in the UK, like it went wild. I was getting DMs, oh, want you to come over, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. It was really crazy, it was really beautiful. will.i.am came on the live, I was like, who's that guy? I really want to work with him. It was mad.
Kaycee Brown also opened up about the inspiration behind his song Location.
There was a girl I was thinking about at the time, but I'm never going to tell her. She will never know because, no. But anyway, Location. Location was a very great record. I remember doing this song in the first place with my producer, Spicy Chords. He's a great producer. I met him when I was working in the bank. He came to come and deposit money, and that's how I met him. And it was like, oh, I have a studio, by the way. Well, I'm not saying that story right. Someone told him about me that was a singer. But he said, even if I'm the last person on earth, you never work with me. That was a long story. I'm not going to get into that. But he worked with me, did all my EP, so that was settled. But then we did the song Location, and it was an R&B fusion, if I remember. And when I did it, I wanted to do a sound that I believed in. Because coming from music, I had Juan Nicole as like a polar guide, Juan Nicole here, and then there was Chris Brown here. And I was trying to find my way in Nigeria, trying to find a sound that I felt like was me, where I could sing without beats being like I was not fulfilling myself. So that was something I wanted to do, and I did Location.
The singer revealed that his decision to leave banking and focus fully on music came after seeing the impact Location had on his career.
And then I released a song, and it did things I didn't expect it to do. It got me to see people like Obina Ago, he was MI's former manager. They got me into events like AY Live, got me into Indie Night Live, got me to meet people like Rick Hassani, where I started singing backup for him. Like, it took me on this whole trajectory. And the moment I released that song, I quit the banking job because I was like, I need to focus on this and see where it leads me, so.
Reflecting on his debut EP, All or Nothing, Kaycee Brown described the project as one of the biggest risks he has ever taken. With the success of Location and his debut EP All or Nothing, Kaycee Brown said the risks he took to pursue music fully have continued to motivate him as he works towards establishing himself in the Nigerian music industry.
I named the EP All or Nothing because it was literally all or nothing. When I started doing music, the woman who raised me, because I lost my mom a while ago, the woman who raised me was taking care of me, felt like music was a distraction because you know how they'll tell you that events at 8 p.m., 9 p.m., you get there and it's starting by 11, 12. So like, they'll be like, why are you not coming early? You can't stay awake, you can't stay overnight, you can't do this, you can't do that. And it was causing a rift. So I knew that I had to leave the house, get my own place. I knew that I had to make certain decisions as a man, like I had to do certain drastic things. And I named the EP All or Nothing because I knew that if this EP didn't work, it was literally all or nothing. So I gambled everything. My salary, like I said, I was paying 50K from my 75K salary every month to my producer. I gambled everything like, okay, let's do this. I recorded 10 songs, and I chose 6 for the EP. And then I arranged them myself. I listened to them. I was tired, but I put it out, pushed location, then Waste Your Time, then Miles, and then I dropped it. And location changed, and the whole EP changed my life because the first thing I got out of it was a brand deal with Guinness, if you can imagine.